Hello and welcome to another video on herprincessnook. Today I'm about all the full seasonal anime I'm watching. So my most anticipated show was Blue Lock Season 2, especially the U20 match. The thing with Blue Lock is I found that in Season 1, the first half was really good, especially because the World Cup was happening and then I was watching Blue Lock and they were both happening at the same time, so it was really fun, it was really interesting. But then I found the second half to be kind of boring and a bit lackluster. So far season 2 though, I have liked it. I've liked the introduction to the new characters. To be honest, I don't think the animation is as bad as people are saying. It's not the best and it's worse than season 1. However, I'm kind of hoping that we're just saving the budget for the U20 match, and in the U20 match is when we're really gonna see really good animation. If not, that would be a bit disappointing. However, the story in and of itself is really interesting. I think the last episode. Wait, this is a bit of a spoiler. Okay, maybe I won't say it, but I really did like the last episode I've watched, which was episode 3. I think that was the strongest of the 3. And even so, I like the first episode as well. How they introduced all the new characters, their rankings as well, and the fact that we're just rooting for Isagi to move up in the rankings and to also be a part of the U20 match. I also find it fun just watching Isagi evolve, his interactions with the other members. I liked Team Kindness as well. That was also really fun. So overall, I'm not going to give the shows any ratings because again, it's just a couple of episodes. We're still kind of working out where the show is going, whether the animation will improve. However, I'm not too disappointed. I will say this though, because I know back when season 1 came out, there was a bit of a debate about, Blue Lock being the best sports anime, and unfortunately, I disagree. I think Haikyuu, for me anyways, is my favorite all-time favorite sports anime. I think Haikyuu is better than Blue Lock in so many different ways. And I know this is a controversial point, it's a point of contention, but I truly do think Haikyuu is just so amazing. The animation is consistently good, even when they changed the art style, it was still amazing. Whereas, Blue Lock, I love Blue Lock a lot, but I like Haikyuu more. So the fact that people are even comparing the two, I'm like, there's no room to compare. Like, what are you doing? But yeah, now I'm gonna rewatch Haikyuu. If you haven't seen the new Haikyuu movie, you should watch it because it's really good. Next, we have Mahona, or The Story of Girls Who Couldn't Become Magicians. This show is so cute. If you're a magical girl fan, if you like Pretty Cure, Mimi Power, Little Witch Academia, you're gonna love this. Last season I watched Wisteria Wand and Sword, and I'm craving magic schools again. So Mahona just fills that box for me. Like, it's got such an amazing art style. They've used like watercolored backgrounds. The characters have got this like pastel color scheme as well, and it's such a cute plot. So it's about a girl who she wants to become a magician. So she applies to go to this like elite magic school, and when she gets there, even though she scores number 1 in the test and gets like the highest score, and everyone's like, oh my gosh, like the main character did so well, they put her in the non-magic class instead, and she's just like, why am I here? My dream is to be a magician. And luckily for her, she has a new form teacher who comes in and says, I'm going to teach the standard class magic. And obviously this is a point of contention because the magic should only be taught to the students who were able to get into the magic classes. So the standard classes don't usually learn magic. So instead, the teacher is teaching them an ancient form of magic. So it's a really interesting plot. It's really cute. It's very slice of life. And it's very light-hearted. So if you just want a cute show to watch on the weekends or after a long day at work or something that kind of reminds you of Pretty Cure or Little Witch Academia, then I definitely recommend this show. Next, we have Ranma Half. This one is a remake of the original, I think it was in the 90s, the original, or 90s/80s anime. I've not seen the original one, but I saw this trailer and I saw that it would be on Netflix, so I thought, let me just check it out. It is such a cute show. It's about a guy called Ranma who, when water gets splashed on him, he turns into a girl. there's a whole convoluted reason why this happened, because he went to China and he fell into like a lake or something that had like mythology of surrounding it. But it's just really, really funny. It's really funny. It's filled with martial arts, so you get lots of good fighting animation. And it's just a nice, funny show. Seen a lot of the misunderstandings that happen when Ranma is a girl, then when he's a boy, as well as his budding romance with Akane is also so much fun to watch as well. And surprisingly, I feel like this is maybe one of my favorites I've picked up this season. Like, I was surprised by just how much I enjoyed it, because I thought it'd be one where maybe I'll watch the first episode and I think, it's a bit boring. But there's loads of layers to this kind of story. I really like the emphasis of family as well. Like, there's definitely very much a found family. Akane also has two sisters who play quite a major role in the show as well. There's also the doctor that she goes to regularly that Akane has a crush on, but the doctor has a crush on Akane's older sister. And then again, like, there's so many different layers to it. It's so much fun, and I definitely think it's one that you should check out. Okay, for another show, I have Magi Lumiere, and this is a magical girl show, but it's got a bit of a twist. So instead of magical girls in the sense that there's a girl and she's in high school and two mascots come to her, magical girls operate as companies and corporations, and our main character joins a corporation called Magi Lumiere, and in Magi Lumiere she basically is trained to become a magical girl. So instead it's very technological. She uses a lot of technology. She flies on like what looks like a broomstick, but it's like kind of like techie. It's really cool, and like they use all these like gadgets and stuff for their magic. So instead of using a wand, they'll use gadgets instead. And there's again, this is a show that on the surface it's like, okay, a magical girl gets a job as a magical girl, but there's different layers in, the fact that she's joined a startup and they're competing against big corporations and all of that. So it's a really fun idea. It's really enjoyable. I like when you're talking about, oh, by the way, we've done your health insurance and blah blah blah. And like she also gets quite a good salary in being a magical girl because you're putting yourself in danger as well. And it's fun to see her interactions with the other people in the office. So I definitely think this is another one you should check out if you love magical girls and you're just looking for something a little bit different and something fun. So then I watched dandadan, and the funny thing is, I wasn't sure I was going to pick this one up because I was like, I don't know, it just didn't seem like my thing. However, I decided to just give the first episode a chance. It was very, very weird, but I was surprised by just how much I loved it. I think the main reason I'm going to stay watching this is because of the romance between the two main characters. Again, it's not like super, super heavy because they're dealing with like ghosts and aliens and all these crazy things, like, because it's very, very crazy. I can't even describe to you what it's about. Like, two high school kids deal with ghosts and aliens and stuff, but it's got amazing animation. Like, it's just like quirky animation style that is just a joy to watch. Like, you can just see the effort that was put in, and I always like shows where you can just tell how much hard work was put into making sure this worked and that this would be a great show. And again, the budding romance between the two main characters. Again, not much has happened yet, but you can kind of tell something might happen. Well, it's anime, so you probably won't see it ever. But there definitely is something there, which is just lovely to watch as well. And then watching them like defeat ghosts and aliens and things like that. Again, I'll just reiterate, it is very weird, but it's fun. So a show I decided to pick up on the whim, so I hadn't said, oh, okay, this is one I'm definitely gonna watch. I just saw the trailer for it, so I thought, okay, let me just watch episode 1 and see how it goes. This absolutely blew me away. In fact, I think out of all the anime I've talked about that I'm watching so far, this might be my favorite. It is so, so good. Okay, it's about a girl. Her name is Nina, and she is like a poor orphan, and she's living with these two brothers, and one of her brothers got ill and unfortunately passed away, and the other brother then sold her into slavery, which sounds terrible. It was terrible. And her slavers basically told her that she's supposed to pretend to be a princess. She's not actually a princess. She's just posing as her. And the reason why is because she's got these gorgeous blue eyes that the real princess had. And they said, okay, you need to act like a princess, you need to talk like a princess, and in a few months' time, you're gonna go and marry the Prince of Gargada. So there's political intrigue. There's a really crazy plot twist that happened in like episode 3, and I was like, whoa, that was so cool. And yeah, I'm just so happy with the show. I'm so happy with the pacing. I definitely think, I don't know if they're gonna do a season 2 because you know the way these guys behave. But if they do decide to do a season 2, I'll watch it. If not, I'm gonna continue with the manga because it is such a gorgeous show. I was blown away by how detailed the plot was as well. I love the world building, and I also love the outfits because I think they're inspired by Arabic culture in terms of the types of clothing they wear. And it's just different because normally when I watch like villainous animes, they usually take from Western culture. So it was interesting to see Arab culture in terms of clothing and jewelry that they use on the main characters. And it also means that it's also beautiful to watch as well. Last but not least is 365 Days to the Wedding. This is a marriage of convenience, arranged marriage, fake marriage trope. I don't know which one's the right one to use. Basically, two introverts enter into a fake marriage at their company because if they don't get married, it's very likely they'll be sent to Alaska. Again, a reason that doesn't make sense. In fact, in a lot of these fake marriages, the reason never ever makes sense. It doesn't need to. It's just really cute. It's really cute. I like the fact that they work in a travel agency and the author uses that. So it's not just like, oh, they work at some random nondescript company doing nondescript company things. No, like they work at a travel agency and they do actual travel agency work. So if you watch the episodes, you'll see some of the adventures the characters go on. They're also trying to, convince people that they're together, even though they don't really know each other. It's exactly the type of trope that I enjoy. And again, if you want a nice, light, cute anime, this is one to watch. So, what animes are you watching this season or any other shows? Please let me know because I'm always looking for stuff to watch. I need things to watch in between these shows because, again, only one episode comes out on like a Wednesday or Thursday, and then I'm kind of like scrambling for something else. So, I did recently finish Deranged Detective season 1, and that was absolutely brilliant. Season 2 is actually coming out this season, but I haven't picked it up because I'm waiting. I would rather binge that show. I just feel like that format is more enjoyable for that kind of show. So if you have anything that I must watch, please let me know.